Some news just coming in. China has put a hold on a proposal by India and the US at the United Nations to list Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba leader Shahid Mahmood as a global terrorist, the fourth instance in as many months that Beijing has blocked bids to blacklist terrorists at the World Organization. It is learned that China placed a hold on the proposal by India and the US to designate Mahmood as a global terrorist under the 1267 Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee of the UN Security Council. This is the fourth time in as many months that China has put a hold on listing proposals to designate Pakistan-based terrorists under 1267 Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee regime. Our Foreign Affairs Editor Geeta Mohan is getting us more details. Geeta, this inspired the fact that the US Treasury Department designated Mahmood a global B terrorist in December 2016.
Well, that's right. Designated by the United States of America, India considers him a terrorist, but unfortunately the United Nations Security Council yet again has to bear the brunt of China placing a technical hold on this terrorist, global terrorist, who will not be proscribed under the UN Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee, given the hold. Now, we will have to wait and see whether if this hold will continue or not, but this is the fourth in as many months, Neha, that we've seen China placing holds against terrorists that are based in Pakistan and work against Indian interests. Shahid Mahmood, alias Shahid Mahmood Rahmatullah, has been known to be very close to Sajid Mir, and Sajid Mir was a key operative and perpetrator, mastermind of the 26/11 attacks.
Geeta, what sort of response is coming from India, if at all, if you could give us a sense of that?
Well, an official response has not come as of yet because the information just trickled in a while ago. But expect a response from the Indian side, as has been the case in the past, that holds being placed by other countries that do not allow terrorists to be designated works against the interests of every country in the world, and the security scenario is at risk when it comes to this region specifically. So that's the kind of response we can expect from the Indian side. But the fact of the matter is that these responses do nothing much when it comes to China and Pakistan's all-weather friendship. And we have seen China placing these holds more so now than ever before. The last technical hold that they actually lifted was for Masood Azhar, which took a very, very long time for China to actually accept, acknowledge, and then designate Masood Azhar. And now we have four other instances in as many months where the designations have been put on technical hold by China.
And with this technical hold on kept in by China, Geeta, we don't really have an option. It does appear. Be with us. We're going to talk to you more about that. Terrorists that have been backed by China in the past. So several instances, in fact, Abdul Rauf Azhar blocking UN bid to designate as a global terrorist. Abdul Rahman Makki blocks the move to designate Makki at the UN. Masood Azhar lifting technical hold on listing in 2019 after 3 years. Zakir Rahman Lakvi blocks UN move seeking action against the Pakistan terrorists for his release. So like Geeta was telling us, there have been several occasions by China, in fact, to do this, to aid and assist terrorists and block the attempt to, in fact, bring justice as far as the role of these terrorists are concerned. What are the options at all, Geeta, before India and China, given that it was a joint move by both India and the US to list Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists, with China blocking that move? Any option at all?
Well, Sneha, in the past also, all that one can do when it comes to the United Nations Security Council is wait for the 6-month period to lapse. If it lapses without China again placing a hold, then the person would be considered designated. Else, if China continues to place the technical hold, then we will have to keep putting in requests as has been done in the past. Quite a few of the terrorists you mentioned are not co-sponsored by India. In fact, they are co-sponsored by UK, the United States of America, France. These are the countries that have backed India's bid to get these terrorists designated as global terrorists, and has not happened in the past. We'll again have to wait and see, because every now and again you will see 6 months lapsing for one individual. We have Makki, we have Rauf Azhar, who is Masood Azhar's brother, all of them still in line, and nothing has been done and moved forward. This also comes at a time when FATF is to announce Pakistan getting off the grey list. So a very significant timing. The fact that they, in all probability, will be off the grey list, but will be put on regular follow-up, which is again a monitoring system by the FATF to ensure that Pakistan has to continue reporting to the international monitoring watchdog, is something that does not go down well with Pakistan. But the fact that they'll be off the grey list, even as holes after holes are being placed at the United Nations Security Council, begs the question whether if they should be off the grey list or not.